Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and talking about all the brand new bold players coming out today here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM, which ones might be worth picking up and which ones you should stay away from here in MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Starting off with the lowest, or I guess the lowest of these cards is this Doug Collins card. The only card we did not know about yesterday, they didn't tell about. They didn't tell us about Doug, so I don't exactly expect he's going to be incredible, but he's 6'6", 6'9" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere. Shooting guard, 19 hops include acrobat, fearless finisher, slithery, a bunch of useless finishing badges there. Shooting badges are good. Blow by, speed booster, and then a bunch. I mean, he's not bad, honestly. He's got good shooting badges, and he's a pretty good defender. I would say he's even got golden removal enforcer. Honestly, the card's not bad. He's not super athletic and he's not fast, but like if he's got a good release, I guess Anthony Simon's base is actually pretty good too. So he's not actually like awful. He's not amazing. He doesn't have good sigs by any means, I wouldn't say, but he should be a pretty good shooter with a nice release, and he's got good defensive ability. So he's a pure 3 and D. I'm not saying he's a great card, but he could be worse for sure. So I don't hate it, honestly. Second card is Jaime Hawkins, who I think is probably going to be a pretty good budget card. 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan, like 4 pink diamond shooting guard. I'm sure this card is pretty well rounded. 90 speed, 93 ball, 95 driving dunk, and pretty versatile all around defense. Hoff bulldozer, fast twitch post driver, precision dunker, rise up whistle, age of 3 catch and shoot, corner specialist, limitless range, slippery off ball, blow by, speed booster, clamps, pogo stick, every other defensive badge in the game on gold as well. Like honestly, not bad, pretty complete. Not really missing any important badges whatsoever. And I really do mean like whatsoever. Everything he needs is pretty much at least on gold. Now, the problem that I will probably have with this release is going to be animations. I don't think his release is going to be quick enough. I don't think his SIGs are going to be good enough. I think that's the thing that holds this card back from being truly top tier at the shooting guard position. Because I think on paper, stat and badge wise, he's complete enough, versatile enough, and has a big enough player build to do it. I don't think he is going to have the animations to really be a best of the best at the shooting guard position, but the card could be decent and pretty fun, so that'll be interesting. Another card that is very interesting to me is this Pink Diamond Nick Claxton. I think he's going to be really, really good. He is 6'11", 7'2" wingspan, 19 Hall of Fame badges. When you look at the next gen badges: bulldozer, post driver, precision dunker, rise up, big driver, and then all defense. Honestly, my conclusion of this card is that they may have initially screwed up when they made that Ruby Nick Claxton, gave him an 88 3-ball. That seems like a mistake because the 3-ball rating on this Pink Diamond is still an 88. He's got nearly 90 speed, incredible defense, and amazing dunking ability, though. The thing is, he needs shooting badges. If you were to add shooting badges, though, if you add catch and shoot, limitless range, and 2 others, maybe slippery off ball or open looks or green machine or whatever the case may be, Deadeye, something you like as a shooting badge, whatever shooting badges you personally like, and then maybe add a playmaking badge or 2, like a handles for days. But even then, you don't probably want to have to do that. Just add shooting badges to him. He's real good. I don't think his release is like unbelievably great, but it's honestly pretty smooth, pretty easy to green, and not bad at all. I did not hate this card and his shooting ability at all when he was his Ruby. I think this is definitely actually one of the best cards from today's drop, 100%. He's a big, versatile big who is super athletic and absolutely phenomenal all-around super versatile defender, and then does not have great sigs, sure, but what's his ball handle rating? 79. I guess with a shoe, you could boost that up to where he can play make a little bit if you want. He's not a playmaker at all, but he has good speed, and he is super athletic, so he can just catch and run. And then obviously he also is going to green. I think he's going to shoot at a pretty high level as well. Once you add some badges to him with an 88 3-ball, that is high enough as a base rating for sure. So I'm actually pretty intrigued by this Claxton. I definitely think he's going to be pretty good. J-Dub, J-Will. This is the first time that Jaylen Williams has gotten himself a card in a while. 6'5" with 7'2" wingspan, hotspots from literally everywhere. In my opinion, arguably the most improved player of this season. I mean, he was good last year as a rookie, but Jaylen Williams has really emerged as an all-star caliber player, pretty close to it, in my opinion. And I think people who don't realize that are not watching the Thunder enough, because Jaylen Williams is really, really good. He is a great secondary option on the Thunder. I would say he might be the second most important player on that team over even Chet. Hoff bulldozer, fast twitch, post driver, precision dunker, age of 3 catch, corner, limitless, handles for days, speed booster, blow by, anchor clamps. Oh my goodness, this card is good. He's got Hoff anchor clamps, glove, immovable enforcer, interceptor, fast feet, right stick over, post lockdown. Defensively, he's a legit lock badge-wise. And then he's got all the completeness in the world, shooting, finishing, and playmaking badge-wise as well. Super athletic, fast, good shooter. What is his 6? Okay. MJ dribble style, hard and escape sucks. I will say that's not very good. If that behind the back is nice and John Wall step back is a good drag back, you can do the hard between the legs and burst out of that pretty effectively. So if that's a good behind the back, this card is good. I don't know about the release, though. That is the one thing that I will say I'm not entirely certain about. And if his release is bad, well, that kind of sucks. But in general, I do think J-Dub is going to be I think he's going to be really good, man. This is an interesting card. It's a fun card. Definitely a pretty popular young name in the NBA, so cool to see him get a card. I think he and Nick Claxton are the two that definitely pique my interest as at least being pretty solid. It's all about animations for him, though. How is his release? What behind the back he has? That's going to be the main question. Dell Curry, 6'5" with a 6'8" wingspan. Hotspots from literally everywhere. Of course, he's going to be an insane shooter. 97 3-ball in nearly every shooting badge in the game, except for post-fade phenom on Hall of Fame. Glove and wrist grip are also on Hoff. No Hoff clamps or anything like that or anchor. He doesn't have movable enforcer at all. Playmaking badge-wise, no Hoff handles for days. Does have blow-by, speed booster, unpluckable, that type of stuff. Not an elite level slasher either, though. 80 driving dunk, not amazing slashing badges. This card is, he's pretty mid at the point guard position. He's got okay size, 6'5", and he's going to be a great shooter with a very good release. No doubt about it, but I think defensively he's not great. As a slasher, he's certainly not great. And honestly, as a shot creator, also not that incredible. Now, Steph's drag back behind the back is that Curry slide, obviously, as well. And then the Steph escape is also pretty good. My dog just started chewing on his chew toy. I apologize. The video's almost over. I apologize if y'all can hear that in the background because I think y'all can. But release on him is good. Hayward base is good on very quick. Like, he's going to be good. He's got pretty good SIGs. And, I mean, pro dribble stuff's pretty good as well. So I'd say his SIGs are pretty good. Playmaking's going to be good enough then. He'll be a good 3-hunter, and he's just not an elite defender or an elite slasher, and that does prevent him from being like the best at the point guard position, but I think he'll be a pretty solid card. Maybe like a slightly worse Austin Reeves, in my opinion. And then there's Ja Morant, 6'2" with a 6'7" wingspan. He's obviously a small point guard, but he's as good as a Ja Morant was possibly going to be. Hotspots from literally everywhere, every single important Hall of Fame badge in the game, except for, I guess, Hoff, like a movable enforcer and interior badges like that, but he wasn't going to get those anyway. It's Ja Morant. He got a movable enforcer on gold, and he got a 94 interior, 90 block. Like, he's as good in the interior as he's going to be, basically. I apologize if y'all can hear that. I know that is annoying. Ja Morant release on very quick is actually a very fast release as well. Kyrie dribble style, Trey escape, probably Jamal Murray behind the back there, and then John Wall drag back as well. Gives him basically perfect SIGs in the half court, which is good. He's a short point guard, and that's not what we're looking for as another short point guard. I think everybody honestly knows that, and I think it's fair to say that because this card is going to be good. And for my Ja Morant fans out there, congratulations, you got a really good jaw. That's cool. But at the same time, I find it unlikely that he's going to be, I don't know. He'll be fun to use without a doubt, but at 6'2", he's small, and small point guards are a liability at the end of the day. So, with that being said, I mean, it's a decent drop. Like, there are a couple of good cards, I guess. It's not a great drop, but Ja's going to be fun. J-Dub and Nick Claxton are interesting to me. Dell Curry and Jaime Hawkins are probably okay-ish, but not great. Like, it's a pretty mediocre drop, though. I'm hoping this is a pretty easy grind because otherwise it's really not worth completing, in my opinion. So, that is good for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.